Mic check. 1, 2. Good morning. This is the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on July 25th, 2023. We are pouring libations for Alexandre Dumas. We're being introduced to a boy called Patches, and we're learning more about the bar's writing process and my writing process journal. Make sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Go to the video details for links to anything discussed in the show. Let's get started.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers. I see who you are. My morning ritual. Thanks for having me over. Start with audio visual dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 11 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Shout out to my partners broadcasting the morning announcements, including Bloom Bars, Story Tapestries, and Sankofa Video and Books. Go to the links in the description of this video to find out more. Friends, let's get started with our libation. Today, our libation is for Alexandre Dumas. July 24th, excuse me. Alexandre Dumas, July 24th, 1802 to December 5th, 1870, also known as Alexandre Dumas Pierre, was a French novelist and playwright. His works have been translated into many languages, and he is one of the most widely read French authors. Many of his historical novels of adventure were originally published as serials, including The Count of Monte Cristo, The Three Musketeers, 20 years after, and The Vicomte of Bragelonne, 10 years later. Since the early 20th century, his novels have been adapted into nearly 200 films. Prolific in several genres, Dumas began his career by writing plays, which were successfully produced from the first. In the 1840s, Dumas founded the Théâtre Historique in Paris. Here is our quote from Alexandre Dumas. How is it that little children are so intelligent and men so stupid? It must be education that does it. Alexandre Dumas. Let's read that again. How is it that little children are so intelligent and men are so stupid? It must be education that does it. Alexandre Dumas. Education can suck the intelligence and creativity out of a child. A man who made his living on creativity used his wit in this quote to make that point clear, letting his imagination run wild before reeling it in with the constraints of language is what Alexandre Dumas is most famous for. He let his imagination take him to the brink of harsh human emotions, loneliness, and loss. His imagination led him to take his characters to the highest heights of human joy, freedom, and friendship. I am always worried that my children are unlearning their own natural creativity, that they are filling their minds with the right answers rather than the curiosity and the tools to follow that curiosity to its starting point. Alexander seemed to notice the same thing. The naive, honest questions that children have belie their ability to think outside of the boxes they haven't been shoved in yet. Thank you for this quote, Alexandre Dumas. Let's pour a libation for Alexandre Dumas. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flame still flickers. We pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for Alexandre Dumas. Thank you very much. That was our libation for today. Make sure you come out. I want to see you in 2 weeks at Watermelon Day. Watermelon Day, Saturday, August 5th, 2023, is our annual celebration of summertime, watermelon, and everything red, black, and green. This is going to include family friendly performances, all at Sankofa Video and Books, where we will be handing out free watermelon all day from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are really excited to highlight the artwork of James and Zudeka Terrell as they made our Watermelon Day t-shirts this year. So go to my website, notarapper.com. This is your way to plant a seed into Watermelon Day. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate the way the community has come out for this event, always does every year. I'm looking forward to another really successful event. All right, friends. So here's what I want to do now. I want to bring up a Watermelon Day veteran, a Bloom Bars veteran, a poetry scene veteran. I've known this brother, man. I had to have known him since the 90s now, I feel like, or he moved down here right around 2000. Karoji Into has this thing called A Boy Called Patches. Now, you know how I do. I like to honor the ancestors and prepare the descendants. This brother has puppets of African and African American characters that he does this thing called The Boy Called Patches. I'm going to play for you his anti-bullying video. If you want more information about him, go to the link in the description. Make sure you bring your kids to come see him at Bloom Bars. This is an amazing teaching artist. Here we go.
He's a boy called Patches. He's lived all around the world.
Being a bully is never okay. If you agree with me, then let me hear you say, I will never be a bully.
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 Yo, being a bully is never okay. If you agree with me, then let me hear you say, I will never be a B-U-double-L-Y.
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 Yo, being a bully is never okay. If you agree with me, then let me hear you say, bully free, it starts with me.
Bully free, it starts with me.
Let's go. Bully free, it starts with me.
Bully free, it starts with me.
Yo, being a bully is never okay. Hey, being a bully is never okay. Hey, being a bully is never okay.
Hey,
being a bully is never okay. Hey, 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 hey. Don't be a bully, huh? 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 Being a bully is never fun for the bullier or the bullied. So stop being a bully. Erase bullying. Peace out.
Boy called Patches. Hello, everybody. I'm Patches.
Boy Called Patches goes hard. Please give it up for the Boy Called Patches. Find out more information in the description. That's Karoji Into and his creation called A Boy Called Patches. I'm going to show you some footage later this week of him performing at Watermelon Day. He had the students captivated. I really appreciate the energy that he brings to the event. So thank y'all very much. All right, friends. So I want to get back into telling you a little bit more about what I do as a teaching artist. Yesterday, I was breaking down for you a little bit of what I do with something called the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. Let me bring this up for you. The Frederick Douglass Writing Club, writing for freedom since 1838. I started this club when my sons were about 11 or 12 years old. It was about 10 African-American boys that we took around to all these historic sites that dealt with Frederick Douglass, including his house in Southeast. This is the picture of me leading the tour to his house in Southeast. We also went and learned about John Brown in West Virginia. And where else did we go? We went to the museum in Baltimore, the Douglas Myers Museum. Just an incredible personal experience for me and my children. My sons are the one with the kente cloth book bags in the picture. They're taller than me now, but this is, the roots that we come from. I make sure that I teach using the 4 elements of hip hop: DJing, breaking, MCing, and graffiti. And I make sure I teach using the 3 R's of education: rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. Rhythm, rhyme, and repetition are why things get stuck in your brain. Ooh, I like how this works right here in the screen. Rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. All right. Now, friends, the next thing I want you to understand is that I teach all my students something called the 3 rules of creative writing. Do I have them right? I don't have the right slide. All right. So the other thing is I have my definition of rapping. Rapping is the art and engineering of language divided by math. All right. Now we're at the right slide. I make sure all my students know the 3 rules of creative writing, especially 3rd graders and up. This is why. I teach all grades from kindergartners to 12th graders. And one of the things that I realize is that 5th and 6th graders do not have the same level of enthusiasm for learning that younger students have. And to make sure they get that enthusiasm, I do something called the 3 rules of creative writing. What I'm going to do right now. BabaGapBars.com. Where all my writers at? Make some noise. Alright, y'all, we're about to get real creative. To do that, we're gonna go over the 3 rules of creative writing. When you catch on to the chorus, help me out with some call and response.
It's exciting when we do creative writing, inspiration igniting, ideas like lightning in a poem or a song. Don't worry what word belongs. Your opinion is impossible to get wrong. Brainstorming ideas is how art is made. Raise your hand, write it down. No need to be afraid. We really want to know what you think. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. Creating something new can be stressful. Having the right attitude can help you be successful. Edison's attitude helped him not go berserk. I didn't fail 1,000 times, I found 1,000 ways that didn't work. So don't worry that the word, phrase, or sentence isn't right. Every idea you put out there can spark another light. This is the rough draft nobody sees. Writers don't make mistakes, we make discoveries. 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 Do you have a diary, a notebook, or a journal to make sure your bright ideas don't stay internal? Make sure you have a place to write ideas down. When you see them on the page, they're easy to move around. You can revise, remix, rethink, and edit. Best of all, you won't regret it because you won't forget it. To make sure your ideas can evolve and spread, do not edit in your head. It goes, do not edit in your head. Do not edit in your head. Do not edit in your head. Do not edit in your head.
Remember, when your teacher asks you to write creatively, he or she wants to know what you are thinking. You cannot possibly get that wrong, so write something down.
The only answer that's wrong
Is an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong
Is an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong
Is an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong
Is an answer that's blank.
When you write down this answer, you might not like it. That does not mean you wrote down a wrong word. You wrote down the word that will lead you to the words you were looking for.
Writers don't make mistakes.
We make discoveries.
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 Make sure you have some place to write your ideas, be it a notebook, a journal, a diary, a tape recorder, a hammer and chisel, any way at all. Just
do not
edit in your head.
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 All right, friends, those are the 3 rules of creative writing. I'm going to bring that back in a moment, but I want to make sure you understand some more things about the Bomani Armah writing system. I'm going to introduce you to the Writing Process Journal, learning the writing process through hip-hop. This is part of my package when you join the Frederick Douglass Writer Club, or if you do my writing process residency. How do you use this journal? This contains the lyrics to the chorus of my song, The Writing Process, which I will play for you tomorrow. When I want to write something and my thoughts are all a mess, I put it all together with the writing process. I got thoughts I must express or issues I must address. The way to do it best is the writing process. Welcome to the Bars Writing Process Journal from Baba Bomani. The Bars Writing Process Journal is an easy way to use is easy to use with the art integrated lesson plans from Baba Bomani and BabaGatBars.com. Can you follow an idea, a procedure, or a narrative from beginning to end in the form of a rhyme? The graphic organizers in this journal will help you improve those skills. Be sure to follow along even if you already know how to rhyme. All right, I'm breaking this down for you. We have our table of contents is our next page. This is all the things you're going to learn, beginning with the 3 rules of creative writing, which we just went over. I'm going to review them one more time for you. The only answer that's wrong is the answer that's blank. Writers don't make mistakes. We make discoveries, and do not edit in your head. All right. Now, your first assignment whenever you have my class, and you can ask any young person over the last decade who has my residency, is to write your name in graffiti. You are not a professional graffiti writer. It does not matter. You can write your name in whatever style you like. It could be box letters, 3D, spider webs, hearts, kisses, explosions, flames, smoke, snakes, plants, squiggly lines, or whatever style you think fits. You cannot get this wrong because it is an artistic expression of your name. If your H has an extra 6 legs on it, that's fine. If you make a mistake, you just tell everyone you did it on purpose. If you run out of space as you're writing your name, just make the letters wrap around or write them on top of each other. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. One of the main reasons to start out writing with graffiti is to get the creative juices free and flowing in your brain. Another is to illustrate a key point. This journal is supposed to look messy when you're done with it. The entire journal should be scribbled over, both outside the margins and over the lines. Lose yourself in a game of tic-tac-toe in the corner of a page as you are lost in imagination, coming up with your next bar. All right, friends, to drive this point home, your first assignment when writing in my class is to tag your name in graffiti. That's what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to write my name in bubble letters. Like I said, I am not a professional graffiti writer, but I want to just give you the vibe of how we start every class, making sure my students have a writing assignment they cannot get wrong. Let me play the 3 rules of creative writing one more time for y'all. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to write my name in graffiti. Here we go. Baba Bomani, BabaGatBars.com. Where all my writers at? Make some noise. Alright, y'all, we're about to get real creative. To do that, we're gonna go over the 3 rules of creative writing. When you catch on to the chorus, help me out with some call and response.
It's exciting when we do creative writing, inspiration igniting, ideas like lightning in a poem or a song. Don't worry what word belongs. Your opinion is impossible to get wrong. Brainstorming ideas is how art is made. Raise your hand, write it down. No need to be afraid. We really want to know what you think. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong is an answer that's blank. Creating something new can be stressful. Having the right attitude can help you be successful. Edison's attitude helped him not go berserk. I didn't fail 1,000 times, I found 1,000 ways that didn't work. So don't worry that the word, phrase, or sentence isn't right. Every idea you put out there can spark another light. This is the rough draft nobody sees. Writers don't make mistakes, we make discoveries. Writers don't make mistakes,
We make discoveries.
writers don't make mistakes.
We make discoveries.
Writers don't make mistakes.
We make discoveries.
Writers don't make mistakes.
We make discoveries.
Do you have a diary, a notebook, or a journal to make sure your bright ideas don't stay internal? Make sure you have a place to write ideas down. When you see them on the page, they're easy to move around. You can revise, remix, rethink, and edit. Best of all, you won't regret it because you won't forget it. To make sure your ideas can evolve and spread, do not edit in your head. It goes, do not
Edit in your head.
do not
Edit in your head.
do not
Edit in your head.
do not.
Edit in your head.
Remember, when your teacher asks you to write creatively, he or she wants to know what you are thinking. You cannot possibly get that wrong, so write something down. The only answer that's wrong
It's an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong
It's an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong
It's an answer that's blank.
The only answer that's wrong.
It's an answer that's blank.
When you write down this answer, you might not like it. That does not mean you wrote down a wrong word. You wrote down the word that will lead you to the words you were looking for. Writers don't make mistakes.
We make discoveries.
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 All right, so usually I give my students the full 3 minutes, but I just want to make sure y'all see what the idea is. I'm going through my entire writing process journal over the next couple of weeks. Every day you see me, we're going to start off with writing our name in graffiti. And then the next thing in this lesson is we're going to move on to our mind map. All right, friends, if you want to, I will give you the next step. And that is we are writing a rhyme about ourselves. We will get to the mind map tomorrow. Thank y'all very much for y'all support. And I appreciate having this opportunity to share what I do with my audience. I'm going to use the morning announcements to give you more information on what I do as a teaching artist. This has been a great episode. There's only one more thing left for me to do, and that is to play Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. Here we go. Realizing I don't have my sustain pedal plugged in. The joys of trying to record straight to live. Here we go. Friends, that was the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. That is our show for today. There are 3 things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Friends, at the count of 3, I need everyone to say peace, throw up the deuces, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, peace. See y'all soon.
Hold it now, the melody is sweet, the water is life. So every time we meet, I'ma give you a slice, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. I got the juice and plant the seeds. I reap the fruit and give you what you need, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. It's the watermelon man, reppin' red, black, and green. The county of PG sends you greetings from